Okay, we are going to look at fine grades and the analysis of fine grades in Connect Interactive. So I'm assuming that you are a member of teaching staff and you know your way around here a little bit. So we're going to look at the subject area of Connect Interactive. So this is MP1 for year 11 for 2018-19. So first monitoring point. If you're an A-level teacher sitting listening to this, it's fine. It's all the same. Don't worry. Okay, so I'm a biology teacher and I'm going to pop into biology. So there's my traditional looking value added page for biology. I want to see my teaching set though. So I am teaching 11Z Biology 1. So let's pop in there. Again, nothing new. So we've got all my analysis in there. But what I have got is a fine grade tab there, which I'm going to click on in a second, but I'm just going to look at the student tab first. So there's all your fine grades here. Okay, so you can perform your what if analysis. You can do that on these fine grades as you would normally do. So for example, you might want to be really pessimistic and pop all your 8 minuses or your 7 minuses down a grade and see what impact that's going to have. So you can still do all of your individual little what ifs and modeling that you're used to doing. Okay, so the really new feature is, let's pop that what if off, is in the fine grades tab. So what I have got here is I have got some sliders. So stretch is deemed to be those students that are on a plus or a 1 or an A, and you might actually have a chance of moving those up to the next grade given the right intervention. And then at the bottom you've got at-risk students, which are the ones on the minus or the 3 or the C or whatever you're using, and they are at risk of falling to the grade below if you don't intervene and keep them there. So you can basically just play around with these sliders. So let's say that I am going to say that 50% of my students are going to move up. I'm going to be successful in moving them up because I've done that in the past. Then what the thermometer is going to show you here is what the impact of that might be. The problem is that if I, in the past, have increased 50% of them, unfortunately, I have let 20% of them slip. So what if you notice what it's doing there? It's sort of cumulative, and it's looking at all of those sliders in a cumulative way. So you can just play around with those in terms of, you know, the successes that you've had in the past and what you might want to model going forward. The secure, that's those right in the middle of the band, is set to 100% that they will achieve, but obviously some of those may drop, but some of them you may actually get to go up, and this middle thermometer, slider, is reset accordingly. So have a play at that and see what your modelling comes up with, but all of the time you're looking at this right hand lozenge on the thermometer to see what's happening in terms of your final outcome grade.